In 2007, Berks County Community Foundation set out
to change the way local residents thought about their city,
their homes and businesses,
and the foundation itself.
So the board and staff committed to building the region's first LEED certified office building.
This is the story of how that building came to be.
And what makes it so special.
Ever since the Community Foundation was founded in 1994, we've worked to connect people, resources, and ideas to make Berks County a better place. This building helps us to make those connections by providing meeting space for local nonprofits and community leaders to talk about important local issues. The building also demonstrates the permanence of the foundation, and it gives us room to grow. The most interesting thing about the building is that it's allowed us to take what we've learned through our environmental grant making and to build the first LEED certified green building in the city of Reading.
Doesn't it cost more green to build green?
Not really. The payback that you get in reduced electric bills, reduced water bills, and increased productivity often comes in just 2 or 3 years. In this building, we only included green features that paid for themselves in 10 years or less.
Besides your offices, what else will this building be used for?
The coolest part of this whole project is the Community Conference Center, which is a 30-seat boardroom and conference rooms in various sizes and configurations. Each room has built-in audiovisual capabilities and is available for community groups to hold their meetings.
So when did all this start anyway?
We worked really closely with our architects, the construction team, and the community for nearly a year before we officially broke ground in the summer of 2008. When the building was complete in August of 2009, we were amazed to look back at all of the progress we'd made along the way.
What did you do to conserve water?
Today we're installing one of the most innovative green features of the building, a 17-foot long, 9.5-foot high cistern that will hold 5,000 gallons of rainwater collected from the roof. That rainwater will be used to flush the toilets in the building and to provide any landscape irrigation that we need. So the only water we'll be drawing for use in the building is the water that we use in the taps. This is going to reduce the water usage of the building by about 85% off the standard water use of a building. The two halves of the cistern combined weigh about as much as 6 African elephants.
How did you build a foundation for the foundation?
Today on the site we're installing the foundation walls, which are superior precast walls. In lieu of a traditional concrete or masonry foundation walls, these panels are used and they have the insulation and studs already built into them. The precast walls are green because they use less materials than traditional walls, plus they have an excellent insulation value.
How about recycling?
On this job, we're incorporating a construction waste management program. Our goal for the job is 75%, but if we can actually keep it above 95%, we get another LEED point, which is kind of exciting. And right now we're doing really well. We're at just over 98% recycled material.
The excitement builds.
The crowd goes wild.
The building's taken its final form. We've placed the last beam in place, and you can see now the full structure of the building. We all got a chance to sign the last beam, and then we put it in place, and you can see it's topped off with the flag.
I'd say we're about 55 to 60% done. We have all the exterior brick is done, and actually just today we're starting the metal SIP panels.
What's a SIP panel?
Metal structural insulated panels, or SIP panels, make up the walls and roof. They're highly insulated and they lock tight together to eliminate leaks and drafts.
Cool!
Excellent progress.
What are some of the green aspects in this building?
There'll be CO2 sensors actually in the HVAC system.
So simply put,
anytime there's somebody in the building, the sensors will sense it and then they'll start bringing in fresh air.
Hey, check it out! Even the roof is green!
A green roof does a couple of things. It reduces the amount of stormwater that runs off into the sewers and ultimately into the Schuylkill River. A green roof also provides extra insulation, making it easier to keep the building cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Finally, a green roof has a great environmental impact in that it lowers what's called the heat island effect. Now, cities are just large places that make lots of hot air and force it to rise. This green space reduces that hot air, and it'll give birds a place to nest.
So does the building look all funky from all the green stuff?
Well, the office space looks a lot like other office space, and will probably not really impress you much until you understand that nearly 90% of the light comes from sunlight, not from overhead lighting. The building has a full, unfettered southern exposure, so we're able to capture that daylight both to help heat the building and, just as importantly, to help light the building.
Sounds like green's the way to go.
That's right, and now that the building is complete, you can see how all the green elements came together. The majority of the wood you see is either FSC certified, which means it was grown and harvested in an environmentally friendly way, and it came from a forest that we replanted. Or the wood is reclaimed, like these stairs, which were once part of the Coney Island Pier in New York City.
And the windsocks bring fresh air into the building.
The reception desks are made of recycled money, recycled glass, and natural grasses.
The heating and cooling both come from radiant tubing in the floor.
And we use paints and adhesives that don't emit a lot of chemicals into the air.
The carpets are made from recycled plastic bottles and will be recycled when they wear out.
Can you use what you've learned anywhere else?
We are applying some of the things that we're using on this project on some future projects because there is cost benefits, but also
Building Green
is doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing.
I think this building reflects the hopes and the aspirations of our community. To me, the heart of the building is that it's a place to bring people together around community issues and to provide them with the environment they need to make good decisions, decisions that work best for Berks County. For the community itself, I think it represents kind of a new hope, a new opportunity to look at the Community Foundation as a provider of leadership. Like all of the work we do, this building is about honoring the past, living in the present, and planning for our future.